Hey guys, this is DJ Fairley. If this is your first time to our channel, Living in Pittsburgh, make sure to click that like button, subscribe, click the little bell as well to make sure you're notified for all new videos. All right, I am excited to talk about one of my favorite neighborhoods in the Pittsburgh area, Mt Lebanon. It's where I currently reside, so I am partial to it. I love the walkability, the tight-knit community, so let's get into a lot of the pros, and we're gonna visit some of the cons as well because I realize it's not for everybody, so let's go through both. Let's start with the pros. So number one, quality of life. Mt Lebanon is just a really beautiful community. A lot of old stone and brick homes, a ton of character, not a lot of cookie cutter type neighborhoods that you'll see in some of the newer construction type areas, but the homes are beautiful, tons of sidewalks, large mature trees, a lot of parks, a lot of events in the community. So it's just, again, quality of life overall is just pretty fantastic. And we're very well known for the school district as well. So a blue ribbon, one of the best school districts in the state, and actually nationally ranked as well. All right, so that leads us to dive a little bit deeper into the second biggest pro with Mt Lebanon, its education system. So from the elementary schools all the way up to the high school, there are a lot of blue ribbon schools, and not only is it ranked in the state of Pennsylvania, but also nationally. The high school has been recently renovated. Truly, it looks like a university. There's even 2 NFL football fields, which again is almost unheard of. When I grew up, we were playing on rocks and dirt. So what these schools now have as far as amenities is unbelievable. All right, so now let's dive into one of the third best features or pro about Mt Lebanon area is the walkability. It's such a walkable area. There's a lot of shops and restaurants that are within walking distance. One part is called Uptown Mt Lebanon, and then there's also Beverly Road, which again has some just amazing places. Tons of sidewalks, street-lined trees, mature trees, a lot of parks. So it's just a very walkable community, and it's a tight-knit community. Also, the T station, there is one in Uptown Mt Lebanon, which was pretty fantastic. So that'll take you right to downtown, to the Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium, to the Steelers Stadium, so and many other surrounding areas such as the Mall of South Hills as well. So pretty nice that you have that transportation availability as well. All right, last but not least, another pro of Mt Lebanon, there are just some beautiful, beautiful homes. So a lot of the older character, a lot of the homes are built in the 1900s, a lot of stone, a lot of brick, Tudor style, even some of the streets they'll have the brick or kind of cobblestone, which is really beautiful, but the architecture is pretty fantastic. It's unlike a lot of other places in our Pittsburgh area, and just large, beautiful homes. So a lot of them now have been recently updated. That's, again, my favorite, kind of the mix of the older character with modern features on the interior. Just a great place. One other pro of Mt Lebanon I forgot to mention is we are close to commerce. So outside of just the walkability where you have a lot, we have the South Hills Village Mall, and we also have some specialty grocery stores such as Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. We also have a movie theater. So there is just a lot in a very small, compact area, which makes it another great spot to live in Pittsburgh. All right, now let's jump into some of the cons of Mt Lebanon. So traffic can be a little bit tricky from time to time. It's a busy area, especially when school's in session. There is quite a bit of traffic. Also, when you move to Pittsburgh, a lot of folks refer to either the North Hills or the South Hills. And one of the disadvantages of the South Hills is you're going through tunnels. Again, born and raised here ever since I was a kid, I feel like as soon as people start approaching that tunnel, you see brake lights, and for some reason we all slow down or come to a screeching halt. I'll never understand why, just a part of living here. So what is another con of Mt Lebanon? So taxes. We have really high taxes overall, and again, our taxes are really based on just the school districts. These school districts in a lot of our local communities truly are A+, amazing. So the taxes overall are quite high, being that the school district tax is quite high. So for some folks, that higher property tax on an annual basis is just one of the things that make it a little less appealing to live in Mt Lebanon. All right, so a third con about living in Mt Lebanon, parking. So you can't park on the street overnight. So that's one item that some people do not love, especially having a lot of guests over or people staying. So almost every home in Mt Lebanon is going to have, of course, off-street parking, garage, driveway, but also the garages, being that the homes are built in the 1900s, they're small. So if you got a big truck or SUV, it's going to be pretty difficult to park that big car in the garage. So a lot of people are parking in the driveway and using the garage as storage. So just another thing that not everybody loves. So another con of living in Mount Lebanon, and this is an interesting one, our school district does not have buses. So if you have a family where both parents work, that can be tricky navigating based on work schedules, etc. So there is no bus system. So a lot of folks try to live close to the school so their children don't have a far walk. But if you live in kind of the outskirts based on from where the, in Mount Lebanon where the school is, that can be quite a hike. So that's another reason that not everyone is a big fan of Mount Lebanon. And the last con why some folks might not love Mount Lebanon, there's not a lot of new construction. Being that our homes, again, were built in the 1900s, there are some beautiful, and again, some of my favorite properties, but you don't see much new construction. You will see from time to time a tear down property and then new construction, and I will say those sell fast. Our average time on market typically is anywhere from 10 to 15 days, give or take in Mount Lebanon. So most of the properties are selling fairly quickly, and they're also selling typically for at asking price, just being it's a very highly desirable, highly demanded area. But new construction is rare, and typically when you see a new home pop up, it's gone pretty quick. So if you're looking for new construction, you're looking for that type of neighborhood, Mount Lebanon might just not be the best choice for you. Once again, if this is your first time to our channel, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe below, and tap that little bell to be notified of all new videos moving forward about everything living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.